Good morning students. How are you students? Hope you all are fine. So today our subject is science. We start a new chapter. The name of the chapter is motion and time. Let's talk about what is motion. So firstly, the definition of motion is the act or process of moving. It may involve a change in the location of the body. The motion we have observed in different things like, firstly we discuss about movement of a pendulum in a wall clock and vehicles moving on the roads. These are the examples of motion. And motion is also seen in different living bodies like movements of snakes, cockroach and fish. These are also the examples of motion. Next we will discuss about slow and fast motion. Movement is an act of moving the body or its part. A movement is a motion. In this picture, snail moving in slow speed, that is called slow motion. And in this picture, the horse moving fast, this is called fast motion. The movement of a body can also be termed as slow or fast. It depends upon the distance traveled by it in a given interval of time. After that, we will discuss the next topic. The name of the topic is measurement of time. In this, we depend upon the time for going to school, take classes, come back to home, play in the evening, eat dinner, and so on. In earlier times, people took the help of natural events to measure time since they occur at the regular interval of time. For example, the time interval between one sunrise and the next is a unit of time is called a day, and the time period from the one sunset to sunrise, that is called night. And similarly, the time interval between one new moon and the next is called a month, and a year is measured as the time taken by the earth to complete one revolution of the time, that is called year. After that, we will discuss about sundial. People in older times measured intervals of time shorter than a day with a device that is called sundial. You will see in this picture, this is the sundial. And the device worked on the principle that as the position of the sun in the sky changed. In this picture, take a stick for this purpose and fix it in the open ground away from trees and buildings, and now observe the length of the shadow of the stick at different times of the day. And you will observe that this stick is smallest at noon when the sun is just above it. It is the longest in the morning and evening when the sun is low in the sky. And with this method, the time is measured in ancient times. The increase and then decrease in the length of the shadow during daytime was used to measure time in sundials. One such sundial can be seen at Jantar Mantar in New Delhi. This is the picture of Jantar Mantar, which is situated in New Delhi. This is a sundial. After that, there are so many other devices of time measurement used by the people of older time. There were candle clock and sand clocks. Romans actually used sand clock, which is worked on the principle that a definite amount of sand takes constant time to fall from the upper chamber to the lower chamber. You will see in this hourglass there is two chambers, above and below. These are the two chambers. The constant time was the unit of measurement of the time, commonly called an hour, and the sand clock is also called an hourglass. Once the upper chamber is completely, the hourglass is turned upside down to record the time again. Next we will discuss about pendulum clock. You will see in this diagram the pendulum clock, and the definition of time period is Time taken by the pendulum to complete one oscillation is called the time period. The pendulum in a pendulum clock swings continuously under the influence of an wound up spring and control the action of its hands. In the mechanical wristwatch, pendulum is not used. It has a balanced wheel which serves the same purpose as the pendulum and control the movement of its hand. Next, in this picture there is two types of clock, stop clock and stopwatch. These are used in laboratories and sports to measure short intervals of times accurately. And most clocks and watches have electric circuit with one or more cells. These are called digital watch or digital clocks.